It's Mike Farley. We're in Fort Worth, Texas tonight. We've got a really nice project to look at. The shear descents were used to give a really clean look along with the rest of the lines on the pool. So we wanted something real flat, real crisp from an architectural standpoint. So we got the 3 different spillways. We bumped up the height in the center on the main focal point from the house looking through. So you had a little bit more visual effect of it over the spa. Also, from a height standpoint, on the back side, it's now 30 inches, which is the height of the table. So if you want to sit chairs back there, roast your marshmallows, it's excellent for that. What we did is use the line burner, which is an automated line burner, so you can, really cool, you can draw it from your automatic remote inside the house. The fire comes on, which during the daytime hours isn't as dramatic. You'll see later some spots of it, which looks awesome at night with the LED lights as well. The tile, we tried to pick a standard tile that blended real well with the glass tile here on the Vanishing Edge Spa. Now, Vanishing Edge Spa, when it's not raining and overcast, is very reflective on top. Here we have the rain effect. I thought we'd show you that for a change. So here, the water's running over everywhere. It doesn't look like there's water on the top. It doesn't look like there's water on the sides, but it's running over all the way around. So what that gives you is a really clean mirror effect during the daytime hours, early morning and early night, at dusk. It's called dusk. So the nice thing about it is there's no overhang when you sit in the spa. It's a very nice seat. You can lean back against it. The only thing about Vanishing Edge Spa, when you sit on it to get in, you better be ready to get in the spa and not sitting down to talk to somebody, because you are going to get wet, because there's water always running across the top of this. So this spa very comfortably sits 6 to 8 people, depending on how big we all are. The cool thing about this spa is the channel. There's a few challenges a lot of times with channels. Light doesn't usually get into this space. But one of the things we did special on this particular job is there are 4 lights. One shining up this channel, one shining down this way, and then down to this corner. You can see the light down here. This light shines this way, there's another light shining that way. So we've lit up all the way around. So this is going to be a really dramatic effect at night, as well as a really cool effect during the daytime. We wanted to have ample patio area. So we've got a spot for tables and chairs over here out of the main line of sight. We've got a spot for lounge chairs over here, again out of the main line of sight, because this is the main line of sight. Looking right through the middle of the windows right here. And one of the things we debated was, do we center everything up on the columns, or do we center everything up on the window? And their feeling was, because we're inside the house looking out more than anything else, we like it centered on the window. So that's the way that we set it up. This is something that, you know, you're a custom pool designer, you're going to talk to your client about that to make sure you get exactly what they think, right? What's their priority. Which means you have to measure the windows on the house to know where they're at. Most pool guys don't even know where they're at. So this was the critical view. Everything's here. No furniture here except a couch. The couch is low profile. We can see over the top of the couch. We've got a little coffee table. We can enjoy this magnificent view from either inside the house or outside. And, you know, whether it's in the morning with the water features going or at night with the fire, we've got a dramatic effect. We've got the lounge chairs over on this side. We put a bench to exit the pool on this side, and then we came in with a large tanning ledge over here so we can hang out. This is also the orientation where we're going to get the most sun in the yard. So this is a great situation. And the steps were just kind of minimal in the corner. So with the tanning ledge, one of the things that's critical is we wanted to be able to set a lounge chair on it, but we didn't want to take up a lot of space. So it is bowed here in the middle, so we can get a lounge chair if it's a full 6 feet to lay down. Now we've got plenty of width here that we can have a lounge chair work as well. So squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. So anyway, lots of people like to watch our videos, so just enjoy. Steps for the rest of the pool. We want as much area to play as possible, so we've got minimal steps, second and third step, because we can hang out on the bench over on that side. And then we've got the main body of the pool. We again wanted something really clean and neat, so we marked at the top of the spa. but they also arc the back of the pool to try to give us as much depth as possible and without a huge perimeter footprint. One of the things also we were working with is the power lines in the back. We had to take a certain distance off of those to water. So that was important in the overall location of the pool. So one thing about shear descents is they look really good when the sunlight's shining on because the water sparkles and everything. One downside, although it fits the architectural style best here, is especially against a light stone, there's not a lot of turbulence. So it's not a huge water feature. It makes a nice sound, but you don't see the water as much. How did I do that? That was really cool. That was awesome effect. And poof! We've made the water disappear. Think I can make it come back on? We'll see. I think we'll need a remote. Okay. So one thing about this remote, a lot of people don't like it. And here I am to defend the remote. So a lot of people are like, well, I want a touch screen. I don't like these buttons and everything because these buttons are kind of sticky. Well, the cool thing about the buttons on this one is it's 100% waterproof. So you can drop it into the bottom of the pool and it still works. Try that with your cell phone, huh? Although I hear they're making them that can do that. So we need to have glasses on to read all this small print. But I think we're going to have a magic show here again and we're going to make the water features come back on. I can't see. Hold on, let me get glasses. So now with the trusty remote and glasses, we can create our magic illusion and make it complete. Wow. Presto, changeo, water features, come on. On. Oh, there we go. It's amazing what technology does for us. We can make that do to fire too. One cool thing about fire features when it rains, it's nice and warm. So when we have an automatic fire feature, fire can't go through the whole base. The reason why is because on one end there's controls. These controls make the automatic feature turn on and off. We have a foot in this space where there isn't fire. So the way I typically do it is I balance it. So there's a foot with no fire over here. Fire, foot with no fire over here. So it balances out, and that's why we have dry rock over here and wet rock over here, because even though it has been raining, this is stay dry. This is a tumbled lava rock, which is a really nice feature. We use a lot of times with kids. In fact, it's bigger. We sometimes will use glass, which will look spectacular with the Perimeter Overflow Spa, but glass gets thrown by a lot of children. They're small, things up all over the place. So we want to use. As the kids get older, they may switch this over to glass, which will go well with all the other elements. So, as I mentioned earlier about the grade, over in this part of the yard, there's even a bigger drop. As you can see, as I'm standing here, it's coming up to my shins. It's quite a step off, so we need to have the walls on the back side to support the gravity from the pavement. In fact, the wall went the whole length of this side of the patio. We needed it deep enough that we could actually have lounge chairs. But the other thing that came into play, again, grade. Why is it important here? We could have just graded off. Well, you got your neighbor's tree over here. You want to kill your neighbor's tree? That's one thing a pool designer should look at, not just what's in their backyard that you're working with, but what's also in the neighbor's backyard. You know how happy your neighbor's going to be when you kill their 15-inch live oak, or actually this happens to be a cedar elm in this case, but nevertheless, we don't want to kill somebody's tree and just grade off in this back corner. So the wall was essential to make everything work. So make sure to think about all the things. Here we had a really cool design that fit in this space. It dealt with the utility lines, dealt with the drainage, dealt with the architecture of the home, and plus, what a great place to have fun on Saturday night. So you guys have a great time. We'll talk to you sometime later. We're out here in Fort Worth, and I think it maybe stopped raining. Hey, look, there might be sunlight, or it could be another squirrel. Don't know. Take care.